Bigfoot was spotted just a month ago at Olympic National Park. Dr. Samantha Reeves was out there conducting a nocturnal wildlife survey, and she heard heavy footsteps and wood knocks. Then, a dark shape emerged from the fog, and it was a massive bipedal creature covered in thick, matted hair. Samantha then heard a deep growl, and it's been said that this creature chased her for an estimated quarter of a mile before disappearing back into the forest. Olympic National Park is known for many Bigfoot sightings, so I'm sure there will be many, many more. Bigfoot footage caught in Utah has people freaking out. In the clip, a man was filming a river, but then he heard noises in the trees above the area that caught his attention. He turned the camera as he looked up and he saw Bigfoot. He said he was too afraid and embarrassed to show anyone the footage because he didn't want to sound crazy. But hey, this looks pretty convincing to me.
Bigfoot makes national news after randomly appearing in Utah. Within the foothills of northeast Provo, a group of guys stopped their truck in the middle of the road because of this bizarre giant creature that caught their eye walking on top of a hill. They knew right away that this wasn't a person based on its monstrous size alone, and the main guy in the video wanted to take it upon himself to hunt down this beast to really prove what they were seeing wasn't just a figment of their imagination. When he took to the mountain, he kept reporting back to his buddies on his walkie-talkie while recording his adventures that he was no longer seeing regular animal footprints. He states, "So I'm seeing something that's not deer tracks anymore. We're trying to determine what it is." Researchers that looked over these videos were highly skeptical that it was Bigfoot, to no one's surprise. But what do you think?
You won't believe the new Bigfoot sightings emerging from Yosemite Park. A photo of a baby Bigfoot has been released recently, and it has people totally convinced. A person who goes by Anonymous242 online posted the photo of a cropped close-up of a baby Bigfoot with the caption, "We know what you're thinking, it's Chaka from Land of the Lost." Our gut reaction to this photo is that it's probably a short person in a costume, maybe a kid, right? But after analyzing it for a while, we're not so sure anymore. Could this be a baby Sasquatch, or one of those hairy little people that pop up in reports every now and then, which are described as squatchlets? Now, Bigfoot, the legendary giant that has intrigued millions, finds a notable presence within the verdant expanses of Yosemite National Park. Lon Strickler, a researcher, reported a sighting of a large hairy creature near a road in Yosemite National Park. He witnessed a large tan creature roaming through the trees and bushes, making very unrecognizable noises. The legend of Bigfoot in Yosemite, catalyzed by a flurry of eyewitness accounts detailed in thousands of instances, propels this article to explore some of the historical sightings of tales surrounding Sasquatch in Yosemite National Park. Now, from its roots traced back to a 1958 report in the Humboldt Times to its evolution as a cultural phenomenon, Bigfoot's journey is one of intrigue and mystery in the heart of this park. Now, this marked one of the earliest recorded sightings within the park's boundaries. Strickler's interest in the paranormal began at a young age, growing up near the Gettysburg National Military Park and battlefield. He later became a prominent figure in the field, publishing a very popular blog called Phantoms and Monsters and authoring several books on the subject of Bigfoot. Now, Bigfoot in Yosemite National Park's Adventure Club is where you can find it. There's a video clip of what people think is Bigfoot that has gone absolutely viral. The footage was taken as part of a nature documentary almost 2 decades ago, but people are convinced that you can actually see Bigfoot in the background of the footage. The clip is from the 2001 film titled Great North, where director William Reeve and his crew explored the high north of Quebec near the Arctic Circle in Canada. The creature that people believe is Bigfoot was walking on 2 feet and standing up like a gorilla in the opposite direction of what the filmmakers were focusing on. But this isn't the first time that people have spotted this creature, claiming it to be Bigfoot. Some 9 or 10 years ago, William actually spoke to some people regarding what this creature is in his film and what it could be. He spoke with the YouTube page Thinker Thunker and said that he didn't even realize that a creature was there until 15 years later. William claimed over and over that it could not have been a human, saying there were no strangers for hundreds of miles of where we were. He also dismissed the idea that it could have been a bear. He made a statement that said if a bear had given chase, it would have been running on all 4 paws and in a horizontal position. This object that we're seeing is more upright and appears to be running on 2 legs. So could this actually be Bigfoot? Well, most people think so. Some people spotted Bigfoot while out about town and riding on their bikes. A man, his son, and a friend were just cruising along a strip when the son pointed out a distant figure running along a ridge about a half-mile away. They all saw the creature and they thought it was weird. They reported this to the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization. Now, the figure appeared very tall, a little too tall to be a human, and they watched the brown figure run for about 30 seconds before it just disappeared from their view. Now, this area is known for Bigfoot sightings, so it wasn't too shocking to BFRO's investigator Scott Taylor, who wrote in the report documenting the sighting, saying, "There are the routes I suspect Sasquatches use when they need to transit between the mountains of the Olympic Peninsula, including the Capitol Forest area, and the Cascade Mountains where Mount Rainier and Mount St. Helens is located." All of these are super convincing to me, but what do you guys think? Let me know. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Ashley. I'll see you later.